more hip hop and R&B. We got a special guest in the studio. Tell them who you are, man.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Jordan Rock, comic, younger brother of some other comics. I'm a funny guy.
Funny guy?
Yeah, I'm a funny guy.
Okay. How funny are you?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I try to at least be a 7.5 every day. You know, I might, if you sell it to them lower, they'll accept. Then when you do 10, go to 10, it'll be like, oh my God, this dude's knocking it out the park. So I'm like an 8 right now.
Like an 8?
Yeah.
All right, that's good. So you are the younger brother of Chris and Tony?
Yes.
Okay. So like, how do you, as opposed to them, like how's your career going as far as just what you're doing?
My career is interesting, man, because I'm working, but I still think that I might just be treated like every other little brother and just end up being more famous for my sex tape than anything. Like, I'm working real hard, but that sex tape is about to go viral.
You heard that first right here on 101 Jazz, man. So tell the people where you're going to be performing at this weekend.
Where we at? We're at the Paramount Theater.
Yeah.
It's, where is that exactly? Downtown.
Just on the downtown.
Yeah, downtown Charlottesville, Paramount Theater, me, my boy Aaron Berg, Jackie Monahan? And Brendan Ayer. A bunch of cool comics. Went in town. Brendan Ayer and Aaron are my boys, so I know them personally from New York, and everybody else is LA people that I see every now and then.
So what? This is tonight until it's tomorrow night, right?
It's tomorrow.
All right, so how long is your set? Is it like an hour? Or...
I can do the hour. I've been coming down here doing the hour, but tomorrow I think I'm just doing like 20, 25. Just having some fun up there.
That's good. So we're gonna be down there to check you out. What else? You got any movies or anything?
Yes. And the new year, I have a Netflix show coming out on drops in March. Show called Love. It's a series. I'm in like 5 episodes. It's produced by Judd Apatow, and it should be a good look in the new year.
All right, man. Yo, Jordan, we appreciate you coming by. I'm not really an interviewer, but I'm going to let my man Boosie Vegas step to the mic. He is our interviewer, and I just welcome you. This is a brand new station, and this is something new for all of us, and we appreciate you coming and spending time with us out of your busy schedule today.
Oh, no, man. I appreciate you guys.
So, Boosie got some questions for you. Right.
First question, true story. How many people think Aaron is your security guard? Straight up, like when you see Aaron, how many people think that he's your security guard?
More people might think he's my manager.
Manager slash security.
When they see him in this hat,
yeah,
they're like, "There's some money over there."
Hey, he looks like he does push-ups on the side of the stage before he goes on. Like I can imagine what his attire is. He probably have like a fitted shirt. You know what I mean? Like it's definitely fitted or whatever. So the good thing is I can see the connection between you two guys.
Yes.
Yes. Let me ask you this question. For everybody who may not know, please tell us what would a normal day in a Rock household be with all of you guys sitting at the table eating dinner? Like with all 3 of you guys and your mom and everybody.
A normal day with all of us sitting at the table eating dinner would be me sneaking out to go smoke because I don't have an appetite if I don't smoke.
Oh, wow. So let me ask you this question. So who got it the most? Like, probably by you being a younger brother. Did you get the most jokes thrown at you? Like, was everything always directed at you being the youngest?
You know who gets the most joke? Who gets joked on the most? I have a brother named Kenny.
It's more of you guys?
Yes, it's 7 of us.
7?
It's 7 of us. It's 6 boys and 1 girl.
7 of you guys?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, my brother Kenny is the butt of every joke.
Really?
I just heard a joke about how my brother Tony took Kenny to the strip club.
Oh, wow.
And they were at the strip club having fun. Tone gives him like a wad of singles. It's, once you got the money, the girls come over.
Yeah, they're coming right
He's
over.
like, yo, the girls come over like 3 minutes later. The girl leaves like, yo, I'm done. This dude over here acting funny. They're like, yo, what's up? This dude over here tipping $1 at a time. My brother was over there peeling $1 off like, hey, what's your name? How you doing?
Wow. Let me ask you this question. When did it click for you that you wanted to do the family business? I mean, obviously everybody's comedians, everybody's successful in their own route or whatever. When did it click for you that you wanted to get into it too?
It clicked for me probably around like 11th grade when, you start going to college talks and you're sitting down and you're like, what are you going to do for the rest of your life? You got to pick something that you really, really want to do. So I realized, out-of-state fees were a lot.
Yeah.
And
they definitely add up.
Yeah, they definitely add up.
Quickly.
And I wasn't doing the best I could do in school, so I couldn't go to the schools that I wanted to.
Yeah.
So I was like, I gotta make a decision. And that's when I started telling jokes, started doing comedy in 11th grade, did it for 2 years in high school, moved to New York, been doing it for 6 years ever since.
Wow. What is, and I'm sure you probably get this question all of the time, what are the pros and cons of being younger brothers of comedian icons?
Really, I haven't really hit the cons. It's just sometimes you gotta prove yourself a little bit more than everybody, because, you know, in comedy, some people will be like, they get big brothers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they get somebody that'll look out for them and be like, hey, come open for me, come do this. And I don't get that immediately because, you know, I got big brothers. I have actual brothers, you know, that, you know, they train me a different way.
Yeah. Okay, so what is the one thing, like what is the one thing you hope to accomplish outside of probably doing what they did, which is, and I mean, obviously they raised the bar and everything, but is there something that you want to venture in that people may not see coming from you?
I want to be, you know what I'm about to do? I was just talking about this.
The sex tape part 2?
No.
Okay.
I mean, that might be a part of it, but I'm about to start working out because
Really?
I want to be the only Rock that can take his shirt off. Like, I definitely want to do that. Like, I want to be the Rock that can take his shirt off.
Yeah, because the main thing is when you look at the generics of the Rocks,
Yes,
it
skinny.
seems to be all similar bills.
Yep.
Short, skinny, not muscular. You know what I mean? Like you guys are, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a chest. I'm gonna develop a chest.
Absolutely. Okay, so who weighs the most? Like, is there anybody in the Rock family that weighs over 170 pounds?
Yeah, my brother Andre is big. My sister used to be fat back in the day.
Oh wow.
But you know, she
And
lost
that's like
weight.
showing your sister some love on the radio.
I mean, you know, we go back. She got me in trouble in like 11th grade. I still kind of hold a grudge.
And you're still paying for it right now.
Yeah.
You're still paying for it.
Yeah.
Can we get Aaron up here, please?
Yes, Aaron.
Aaron, I mean, first of all, Aaron, you look like the type of guy that would not go for being ignored for a long period of time.
No, I was getting there for a couple of minutes. I was waiting to throw in a joke about how Chris Rock probably looked like Morgan Freeman walking around with no shirt on. And I wish I could say Andy made it out okay, but yeah, it's I'm jacked, man. I'm swole. I went through a midlife crisis, so I got sober almost 2 years ago, and now I got more testosterone rubbed on my body than Schwarzenegger's nether parts.
Oh, wow.
So you actually been sober? So you went through?
Yeah, almost 2 years.
Really?
Yeah.
What was the lowest moment of that?
It never got real bad. I was very functioning alcohol. I drink about 3 bottles of red wine a day because I'm white. So it was it was a classy drunk. I was very poetic. You know? Walk the streets like Bukowski.
Sophisticated and sober.
Yeah, I don't have a problem. Why am I impotent? So then, thank you. So yeah, I was drinking a lot of red wine, and just one day I was like, "That's it. I'm stopped tomorrow," and then I stopped the next day.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
That simple.
Cold turkey.
Wow.
Old school.
What has been the most proudest moment for you since then?
My brain works again.
Yeah. That helps.
Published 2 books since
Really?
I got sober. Yeah, Mr. Manners, Proper Etiquette for the Modern Degenerate, and American Etiquette Failing Upwardly in a Fox News Nation, both on Barnes & Noble and Amazon. And and I got a TV show that came out on Hulu called 24 Hour Rental that just debuted October 30th.
How's that going? I know a lot of people. I mean, the platform of Hulu and going in other directions or other routes or whatever, has that been profitable for you?
I think it's the future. Like Jordan's got a show coming out on Netflix with Apatow. I think everybody's going to streaming now, and I think there's such a demand for content, and it's uncensored too. You're not bound by the restrictions. I mean, we'd love to do network sitcoms just because I like making $60,000 a week for sitting around. But it's great. It's unlimited what you can do with Hulu, Netflix. Jay-Z's got a streaming service out now, Tidal, which they're doing great. Cypher Sounds, who we both know, just did a comedy series for them. So it's big. Streaming's big now.
You seem like you have done other stuff. Like if you wasn't a comedian, what do you think you would have been doing? Because I can see you doing a lot of things. Number one, you probably look like you would have been a great crossing guard.
Yeah.
You would have been a great assistant principal. And you probably look like you could have been a fitness instructor, like, a backup third string.
I did. I was a personal trainer for a while. I gave a man a heart attack. That's a true story.
You gave a man a heart attack?
Yeah, I was no good. I got my thing out of the back of a muscle magazine. my certification, and this guy's like, my arm's hurt, and I was like, that's the pump, and he's like, the left arm. I'm like, that's a heart attack. And then yeah, he went to the hospital. He's all right. He lived.
So you watched him have a heart attack, or you actually helped?
Yeah, he had a heart attack. Took him to the hospital. This was back in Canada, so there was health care. He was covered. He didn't die.
Yeah, thank God for that Canada health care.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's 101 Jams, WVAI. I'm so confused. Boy, my boss is, every time the boss is in, it definitely gets confusing or whatever. But we got two great comedians in here. We're not going nowhere. I want you to know you listen to the DJ Almighty and the Family Show. I want to get that right because I'm so used to saying the Rise and Grind Morning Show. These guys are hilarious. We're not going nowhere. Henny Hardaway's still in the building too. I know he got some jokes and some questions for y'all. So we still here.
All right, 101.3 Jams. Charlottesville's new #1 for hip hop and R&B. Don't go nowhere because we got more with Jordan Aaron right after this.